it will go back nonstop, and who knows where it will go between here and there. Has a range of over 12,000 miles nonstop. Then it can get some fuel and go another 12,000 miles. So I think you're going to enjoy this. Captain Ben Travers is at the command and in control of the B-2. And he is going to come by and give us what they call the bow tie pass. Going to give you some unique opportunity as he turns it and banks it. You will get a great opportunity for some photographs as he will be coming back around here on 2 or 3 more passes. And then we'll get back to Southern Justice for 1 or 2 more songs. And we can't wait till that happens either. But what perfect timing for the end of that song and the B-2 to arrive right here. Now look at this airplane. Believe it or not, although it's the current state of the art, at least that they tell us about, it is based on a 1948 design of a Boeing aircraft called a Flying Wing. They only built 2 of those. They were, of course, piston powered. But listen to how quiet it is. That not only can they not hear it coming, they can't see it coming. It's built of all carbon compounds, and each thing is angled off so it reflects radar and deflects it in a different direction so it cannot be seen on radar, and it goes into the stealth mode. If you saw a motion picture called Broken Arrow, it was out about 3-4 years ago with John Travolta. That's the story that they do carry nuclear bombs. No, they are not supersonic. They are about 550 nautical miles per hour, 550 knots. And they don't go supersonic with the B-2. They don't need to because they have such great range, fuel capacity, fuel efficiency, great fuel mileage, and it, of course, cannot be seen on radar. So they can't see it and they can't hear it. This next time by, they'll give us a nice pass, and I'll keep quiet so you can hear it just exactly how quiet it is. And especially if we're up at, say, 15,000 or 35,000 feet, you'd never know it was there before it was too late. But imagine yourself out on the desert with your camel, and you see that thing poking its nose over the horizon, up over a sand dune. But they do what they call oil burner runs with it, where they will bring it in quite low and then pop up to drop the bomb, or use the bomb on a trajectory, and they'll break out to the right or left after they release the bomb, and the bomb will go forward by several miles while the aircraft is in a turn to reverse course. Okay, now let's just listen to the B-2 Spirit, the stealth bomber. Let's just listen. Nice and quiet.
Over there. Over there, look.
Oh, over here.
He sees it.
Yeah.
There, the quiet and the noisy, put the power to it, and he's going to climb up and go on home. Captain Ben Travers from 509th Bomber Wing in Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri. Okay, we're now going to go back to Southern Justice. One more song from Southern Justice. Thank you, fellas. Aren't they a great band? All right, let's hear some more of them.
It gives me chills. It gives me a headache. I'm going to have one after I leave here. That's okay.
they're out on the step now. I can see them there. Here they come. There's one. They're together. They're going to do a little curlicue on the way down. And Jim Leroy is going to circle in the Bulldog. Now you got to watch these jumpers as they perform these maneuvers. Look at that. There's Old Glory. The Stars and Stripes. And unfurled. Now it's really difficult with a flag that size to maintain a lot of directional control. He's coming down like a lead sled because of the extra drag of the flag. 21 pounds of weight underneath him. But he's going to be holding against the wind a little bit in order to try to get right down here close to it. Keith Brock and Alan Tuggle are down at the lower altitudes. That's Alan, I believe, in the rainbow colored shoe. And he's going to come right on down here. Meanwhile, high up in the sky up there is Jay Voss, being circled by Jim Leroy in the Bulldog. See that circling around? But watch these jumpers as they get down a little bit lower. They'll be pulling those toggles to make those turns left and right. Then they'll pull down on both of them to make the landing. This has been the traditional opening of air shows since the days of the Barnstormers, the golden age of aviation, the 1920s and the 1930s. The Grounds the Limit skydivers coming right on in here now. Alan Tuggle and Jay Voss, or excuse me, Alan Tuggle and Keith Brock. Jay Voss is still up there with the flag. And we're going to ask you now, ladies and gentlemen, to please rise as Whitney Tuggle sings our national anthem. Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Whitney Tuggle, thank you very, very much. A beautiful rendition. And singing into the wind is not an easy thing to do with it blowing right down your throat like that. Watch this now. Jay Voss will come right in here. He's going to cut the flag loose right about in here. No? Yep, there we go. And come right down for a stand-up landing. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grounds the Limit skydivers, Jay Voss with the flag, and Alan Tuggle and Keith Brock of the Grounds the Limit skydivers team. Now here's a young fellow you're going to see a little bit later on, one of the most famous of air show performers throughout North America, Mr. Jim Leroy, flying the Bulldog. And this is just a few warm-up maneuvers he's doing for you, straight on up into the sky. Watch this now. Later on he'll be performing his complete series of aerobatics known as the Bulldog Aerobatics. And that's Bulldog 2 that he's flying. Bulldog 1 is somewhere on a boat on the way back from Australia, where Jim flew some shows earlier this year over the winter months. And it does a torque roll, coming right straight back down, standing on its tail, and a series of snap rolls after he recovers with nose down. Right back down on the deck, here he comes back across the center of the aerobatic area. Jim gives you a nice wave, he goes straight up with the outside snap roll on the way up. There's 3 and around to number 4. He'll stop her right there, pushing across the top, continuing down with a series of slow rolls on the way back down. Just a few warm-up maneuvers by Mr. Jim Leroy in the Bulldog. Pushing across the top he goes. Coming right back down there. How does he do it? How does he do it? As he gets right back into show center now. About 225 miles an hour. Right there at the bottom of the dive. And he comes back on the stick straight up. 1 snap roll on the way up. Now watch as he gets right in here. He's going to cap it off, fly upside down, fly right out of that vertical climb. Now watch, push forward. Smallest outside loop in the world. Oh, how about that? Right back down on the deck. A series of rolls going out to the right-hand side of the aerobatic area. Negative G's here, pushing outside. So he's right against that seatbelt, probably about 3.5 to 4 times his weight in G-forces. The one and the only, Mr. Jim Leroy. Now watch this. Watch this. He's going to get her right up here. Talk about the small outside loop. How about the small inside loop? Right there. Now he's upside down, inverted. Just getting warmed up as he goes out to the far left-hand side of the aerobatic area. Jim will come right back there. Almost 400 horsepower. And that line-combing engine on the front of the Bulldog. And he's going to come back down to the center of show zone. Show center, I should say. Pull it up right in here. Snap roll around 1 and 2. Triple right there. Going into knife edge flight, pushing a 90-degree turn. Now he's pulling back to make the turn. Doing the S-turn out there. He'll come back around to show center. Right here in the watch. Hanging on the prop just a little bit. Watch this. With this wind, we maybe can get it to almost 0 airspeed and turn it into a helicopter. Watch this. Get right up there. Watch the clouds in the background. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Leroy, Bulldog aerobatic, 0 airspeed. Now he's got to fly out of that thing. There you go. In order to get her back down on the ground. You having a good time so far? That's what I thought. Darn right. Jim's going to get right on up there now. He's just checking the air because later on he's going to do his full aerobatic air show routine. These, as I said, are just some warm-up maneuvers to give you an idea of what to expect later on. He's even going to pick up, cut 2 ribbons with the wings of his airplane, and he'll be doing it in knife edge flight, rolling around upside down, passing through the inverted position, and then cutting the other set of ribbons a little bit later on. He'll be about 16 to 18 feet off the ground when he does that. The wingtip will be very, very low to the ground. So, that's just an idea. So far now we've seen the stealth bomber come through, the B-2. We've had Jim Leroy and Bulldog aerobatics, and plus Southern Justice. I mean, what more can you ask for? Darn right. All right, now as soon as Jim gets back in here, I didn't get a chance to ask the jumpers, but I wonder if they're going to repack back there somewhere in the crowd where the people come. And Rick Nichols is here. He is a member of the Commemorative Air Force. All right, some of you have heard of the Confederate Air Force. They changed the name about 5 years